The better you get, the less women you'll get. How does this work? Well, back in 1989, Dr. David Buss published a study called Sex Differences in Human Mate Preferences, Evolutionary Hypotheses, tested in 37 cultures. This study showed that the higher value man will be reverse filtered, meaning that desirability goes down the higher the man levels up. So how does that apply to you? The better you get, the harder it is for women to think that they can attain you. And this is further proven by a 2008 study at the University of Kansas that talked about unattainability bias, meaning the better you do, the harder it is for you to attract people around you, especially mates. Why? Because women say that they want the man of their dreams. They want this alpha male, this powerful man. But in reality, they could never attract this kind of man or keep them. So women can say they want their Channing Tatum or Brad Pitt or George Clooney or The Rock. But at the end of the day, they don't think they can get them. And even if they could, they probably wouldn't. And at the end of the day, they wouldn't know what to do with a high caliber man of that stature. It's just a psychological trick. Women compare you to men that are unattainable for them. They could never get that man. Yet you have to live up to the standards of this man. So what happens is the more you grow and the closer to that man that you become, the less desirable you are for women because they are intimidated by you. They wouldn't know what to do with a man of your high caliber. And you see that the better and better you get, the harder it is for you to connect with people around you, especially women. Think of it this way. You're in an elevator and at the bottom floor, everybody's there. Everybody is at that bottom floor. And then you start going up levels. And second floor, there's less people there. Third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, there's barely anyone there. You keep going up, you're going to find that at the top floor, it's probably just going to be you. And that is something that people don't expect as they grow. So there's a fear as you're going up floors that you're going in the wrong direction. But no, the less people around you, the more correct you are. Keep going. Because it is, when they say it's lonely at the top, it is lonely at the top. Not too many people can vibrate at that frequency. So keep in mind that as you grow, people may not grow with you and you have to leave them behind. If not, you're going to get stuck on the same floor where you were at. Keep climbing. Don't worry about how lonely it gets. And it will get lonely. Actually, the lonelier it gets, the more of a sign that you're doing the right things. Because as you go up to those floors, you'll meet people at those floors vibrating at that frequency. And that's the new kind of people that you need to relate to in order for you to keep climbing up the elevator of success. And at first, it gets a little frustrating and confusing because these women that you were so attractive to them, you stop becoming attractive to them, not because you're worse, but because you're better. Now they're intimidated by you. They're not attracted to you in the way they were because before you were attainable. There is a scarcity desirability curve, meaning that the more rare you are and the more desirable, the least women will want to approach you. Why? They think that you already got it all. They think you already got all the women or you have the women or that they'll never be able to live up to your expectations because they start seeing you as something unattainable. So that's not a bad thing. That means that those women would have never let you go up to the level that you need to go up to. You need to keep going to those elevators. You eventually are going to meet women at that level and you're going to be able to connect in a different way, a completely different way than the levels on the ground floor. Because when you look down, you can actually see where you wasn't that good at all. But when you're here, you don't really see it that way because that's all you know. And when you look up, you start thinking that's unattainable. But no, it's very unattainable. Keep going up levels and you start watching how the level of women that are attracted to you are going to start changing. And that's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. Do not be afraid of that because that is what you're asking for, right? You're asking to elevate yourself. You're asking to be better. So when you start being better and it starts getting a little scary and lonely and you're not sure, that's you're in the right place right there. If you're here in the familiar and you keep getting the same things and the same results over and over, you're obviously not growing. So get in the elevator, Keep going up. If someone needs to watch this, please share it, because I want everybody to get in the elevator for themselves and go up to the level they need to go to. Fulfill your destiny, live up to your expectations, live up to your potential, and don't get stuck on the floors that are familiar just because you don't want to be lonely at the top. So till next time, make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't done so, download the Seduction PRM app from the App Store. Seduction PRM will help you elevate your seduction to a whole nother level. So until next time, peace.